So I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft lately, and I absolutely love that game, but let's face the fact that it's old. I was thinking about what if World of Warcraft was made in 2022 in Unreal Engine 5, so I thought I'll recreate a small area in Orgrimmar. So that's what I did. I actually just recreated a really small area with some water and palm trees and stuff, and I think I absolutely nailed it. It looks beautiful in my opinion, especially that I worked on it for 2 days. And this video is going to be about that, how I made that video actually. So if this is something you will be interested in, then stay here and watch me explain stuff about how I modeled and textured everything. So let's get it started, I guess. So first of all, I couldn't really find anything that was pre-made, like assets and stuff on Sketchfab and CG Trader, because what I wanted to achieve is I wanted to keep the World of Warcraft style, this full stylized, really cartoonish style, but I wanted to make it realistic, and that's really hard to find, so I ended up modeling literally everything. So I just boxed it out, the basic shape, and then I started to make simple shapes out of it, and then when I unwrapped everything and I knew that alright, it's going to work this way, then I just added a couple more segments and deformed it. I could have used sculpting, for example like ZBrush or something like that, but then I thought I have 2 days to do it, so I ended up not sculpting anything. I just deformed it with a basic deformer with a noise modifier in Cinema 4D. So that's it. I just displaced everything a couple centimeters so it looks unorganized and then more realistic. So here what you see is that I have a lot of desks and I didn't want them to look exactly the same. I planned on creating just one material for every single one of those, and I didn't want them to be like exactly the same, so then I just displaced some of the UVs. And as you can see, I tried to make everything look how you would build it in real life. It's not 100% accurate, obviously, but I think it's selling the idea that this is a real life thing that somebody built, and you can see the logic behind it. Like the staircase is not just floating like in the game, but it has like it's on little like these pillars. So I think you guys can see that every single model I made here is just a boxed out version and the low poly version with displaced coordinates, so it looks, you know, random. And I pretty much just use them. I think it's working. Now obviously I could have made every single one of these objects like a little different than the other, but that would take me a lot of time, so I ended up not doing this. And then now we are in Unreal Engine with this model. I just finished, like every model I made, I just throw it in Unreal Engine and textured it right away, because it was kind of boring to model everything. Like first I thought it's going to be bad, like not that good, but I think I pretty much nailed this model. Now obviously like there's a lot of things that doesn't really make sense in this model. For example, that roof. Like what the fuck is that roof? It's floating actually, but still, it's good enough to sell the illusion that it's like it's a real and real life handmade model. So I didn't actually record how I made this basic environment, but it's just a voter body and some Megascan assets, like those hills behind the house. And I started to detail everything just piece by piece slowly, because I had enough of modeling. I hate freaking modeling. It's tedious and it's not hard, but really boring. After detailing a little bit in Unreal Engine and seeing how things will, you know, go with each other, then I was ready to go back and model some more. So here I am at the second house, which was surprisingly easy because I had everything, like literally everything that I needed to this house. So I just copy pasted it from the other house. So I ended up modeling only the bone and this leather, this animal leather on top of the building. So that's just a simple cloth simulation that happened there. And yeah, basically that was it. So this house was pretty easy, and so was the other house, because I could use literally everything again. The staircase, the upper part of the first house, and everything I could use. I just copy paste it. So I ended up modeling only the side of the house, which is this desk with some rope wrapped around it, and that was it. That was literally that whole house, which I know it's not accurate because in the game it's just a big open area and stuff, but I thought it's harder to make the one that it's in the game, so I thought I will go with a simpler design because of the time limitations I have right now. So yeah, back to Unreal Engine, textured them real quick and they look good. I said, alright, this is good enough. Let's go to populate the environment. As far as I know, there are no palm trees in the Quixel assets library, so I went to Sketchfab and I found Electronic and his beautiful palm trees. So I just downloaded it right away because they look amazing, and I started to throw them in the scene. So I didn't really plan where to place these palm trees. I was just like looking at the scene and filling the empty spaces. That's actually what I did with them. And again, back to modeling, there's a sign, or not a sign actually, it's like a flag that has the Shadow Priest logo on it in the game. So that's what I made here. It's really simple, just cylinders. Now you might be wondering why I overlap all these UVs, and if you don't know, then if you use different materials on the object, you can have overlapped UVs. That's what I learned like a couple of months ago, and it's just amazing how sharp image you can get from a 1K picture this way. For the logo, I opened the Photoshop and pretty much just placed the screenshot from in-game and traced it. Made a black and white mask for it, so I can change the color in Unreal Engine. So it's just a black and white mask. So this was it. Now I'm just testing out some lighting profiles to see which looks the best. And this was the whole project, I believe, 2 days. Now obviously I could have done a lot more, but 2 days are 2 days. And I think it's, for those 2 days, this looks good enough. So yeah, this was it. This is my workflow. And if you have any questions, you can just ask me in the comment section. Or if you have some idea what should I cover next, what game, maybe you want to see childhood favorite of yours being made in Unreal Engine 5, and how would that look, you can just throw it in the comment section. I might do it. So thanks for watching and see you around.